welcome back. Today we will be playing some Minecraft. Let's see if the game's willing to cooperate. I know lately I have been having some issues with the games just deciding they aren't going to. We will actually be doing a skyblock called Mystical. Was it Mystical Block? It's a bit of an older one, but I had seen some stuff on it, figured it would be interesting and fun. Something a little bit older that is, I guess the best way to say it is just fun to play. We are joined by Gamer Kitty today. We are recording to stream live on YouTube. They can, I should probably check the quest book first. Definitely need to go into the options. Just the UI scaling. So much nicer. Okay. I do not like playing on Moody. I prefer bright for my brightness. Just because it does make things a little easier for me to see. All these are just telling us okay, that's exceedingly loud. We are lowering that. And in fact, I will also come in and lower the master volume because, ow. And that's still exceedingly loud. Okay, we can do our normal stuff. Just ooh. Why can't? Oh goody. There we go. No idea why it was doing that, but I can tell we do need to just keep doing this for a small amount of time. Taking this just them giving us free stuff. Dirt. Yep. Okay. So welcome to Skyblocks, where you mostly just spend time twerking to plants to hope that they grow. I do believe this also has a thing where you are able to run, and that actually helps as well. Oh, right. Well, that's not what I wanted, but that's what I got. Better than falling into the void, though, so. I also can't jump because I believe that will just ruin most of this. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. I don't know why that did what that did, but I am not going to lick a gift horse in the mouth. Um, Apparently, there is a key on my keyboard for auto run. That is not something I like. Okay, yeah, no, that needs to stop too. Where is... Hold, auto jump off. There you go, sprint is hold. Much better. So, I've heard you have to stand on the edge and basically jump up and down to try to do that. I'm not doing that, because I am not falling into the void again just to get some stuff done. Also, again, sound way higher than it needs to be. And I will turn it back up on here. Much better. Come on. Yes, I am aware I am, in essence, wasting quite a bit of dirt. The trick I'm going to do is I'm gonna intentionally lower everything down one block. And by doing that, it'll give me what I need to for this. That. Nope, I'd rather lose it. Go. Here, do that. And I miss this thing again. Well, at least I know. Yep. Okay. So before I go insane, okay. So this is getting very old very quickly. So what we're going to do this from a distance. So why do I keep putting that there? Okay, so this right here is 0, 0. Good to know. Also good to know that for the life of me, I will not be doing a parkour. Like, okay, yeah, that completed a quest, but... yeah. Let's just keep going. Right. For now, we are going. Well, at least I don't have to worry about mobs spawning because nothing out here. Roughly the same level so that I can try and make this quick. And it can be a little bit boring sometimes. Just normally how most skyblocks start. I believe this should also complete the next quest. Ooh, nice. Actually gave me 2 of those. Basically gave me a boatload of dirt, which I am thrilled for. Okay, I don't get why it's letting me place the box now, but okay then. So, that is our center point. I believe I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Oh, is it one of those things of because the ground is technically lower than the ground, you have to jump in order to get the ground to behave? Like, it's a little silly, but I get it. Again, this is center. So I know there is a... Okay, so this does work. Which is nice, because I'm absolutely... I just lost track of center. Center is here. Okay, well, we don't need all 12 dirt. Having it does help. Round. If I'm not mistaken. Okay. Nope. Tap. That's really irritating. I'm not a fan of that. Cost me a lot of health. Here goes the pain. Yep. Okay. In theory, that should have gotten me a bunch of stuff. Pin. Make a bunch of dirt. We will eventually expand the farm, but for now, what I want to do is make sure that I'm not at risk of falling off, as you see I clearly have a problem with. Go here, grab that, these guys, and that guy. There, there. Disruptor. Toss that in there so that we have power moving. There. That goes in there. That goes in there. There we go. Stone, dirt, dirt, wood. Okay, dirt seeds, useful. Wood seeds. Quest, dirt, dirt seed, yep. Okay. Technically, I only need that. I need to come here. This, that, That should make me a wood seed. Okay, what do I need? 4, 4. Okay. That's easy enough. That 1, 2, 3. Toss it in. In with gas. Ooh. Excuse you. There and there. Okay. Oop. Need to make sure I do this right, or I'm just going to wasting a lot of stuff, so I have to be careful. Extra wood seed. If I'm not mistaken. That's cool. So that's from, I guess, just randomly seeds could drop that. That's, I think, useful. The main thing I need to do, though, is wood seed. Aha. Okay, that's weird. Use settings, quality. This is weird. Yes. Okay, that looks quite a bit better. Punch a little bit of wood. Essence. Go into my inventory because I have to. All my bread. This, that, that. Because right now I'm quite literally getting enough normal essence that it actually is worth a little bit more for me to do it this way. We'll be expanding everything soon. Just need to... Wait. Right. It wants me to do that. Yeah. Okay. So. Those textures are all kinds of funky. I'm gonna pretend I don't see them, and everybody else will too. Is this a 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh. Coincidentally great. And for now, I'm just going to build a hardened outer border. I will replace these with stairs in a bit so that I can get up onto the outer platform. For right now, this is just so I don't just wander into the void. Here. A little bit of a platform. That way. Grab all my tools and move them up and turn this into an actual full-size farm. Go there, you go there. You go here. Here. Why not? If I'm not mistaken, can I make anything else? No, it's a stone. And if... Okay, so I know that there is a mining dimension. It is going to be a... Okay, so go here. Mining dimension teleporter, yep. Open this, do the smart thing, make myself a chest. Stuff that's at least semi-important is gonna end up here. Will it get moved later? Yes. Is now later? No. I will place campfire down in a bit. Because honestly, the main thing I'm concerned about is getting my inventory nice and clean. Getting saplings taken care of. If I'm not mistaken. Make a crook. So, when I make a tree, I can okay. There we go. It's not perfect, but okay. That was a mistake on my part. I definitely should not have kept the tool in my hand. Okay, for right now, this is going to be a bit of a mixed bag. I do want to check what I can do with all the extra essence. Don't have nature essence, which would be useful. I can make a bunch of dirt. Again, very useful. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a nice little area. I'm gonna intentionally connect it here. Gonna add more wood to the sides. And then eventually I will tear all of it up. Again. Don't. There we go. That reminds me. Up here. Nice and out of the way. That. Make a bunch of dirt. There we go. Not mistaken, I can use this to make all kinds of different woods, and so I can't make the saplings for it. But I can make the wood. So that will be useful. Okay. Sleep during night, which will also fix my spawn point. Now I gotta figure out how much space I want. Now I do know I could turn these into slabs, get more out of them. I'm not particularly worried about that right now. I'm trying to figure out, let's see. If I'm doing 9 by 9s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. Do we have wands? Do have wands, but I don't have stone yet, so that will have to wait. I have to remember to get those when I have flight, because at this point I'm not digging through the platform just to fix my own foolishness. See. I don't think I have anything interesting going on, just kind of mosey on about. Now the question is, am I counting the interchange bits? I don't think I am. Which means I need 2 more. 1, 2 for all of these. And the reason for that is because these will be stairs. Okay. Pretty sure I'm not right, but would help if I made this the right size. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I did somehow make it the right size. Aha! Actually, I have enough. Let me make the stairs. Because at this point, I can quite literally make stairs with the same level of... Yeah, I didn't think I was getting that one back. Okay, so I do have the ability to make axes, which is useful for what I'm about to do. Quests, full of rewards, because they're all bread. Yes, yes, yes. I know you want me to jump into Tinker's. I will get there eventually. Yep. I do understand I just lost a bunch of resources, but it is fine because while it doesn't grow on trees, it grows in my farm. While not being an excuse to be wasteful, doesn't mean I'm not as worried as I probably should be. Which reminds me, can I make... Ah, yes, 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 yes. We have normal drawers. I can make a dirt chest. That is silly. Don't need a... I think one-offs will actually work really well for me. Main reason being, eventually I can hook this up with all kinds of other stuff. Now, okay. Now, we're going to do all that. Just to make sure this whole thing comes out well. There we go. That does bother me. The fact that I can see underneath the ground, but unfortunately not a lot I can do about it. Or more specifically, not a lot I can do that's not going to be overkill. Especially now. Maybe in a bit. Okay, so I did the smart thing more than that, and then... Okay, gonna go there, gonna go there, there and there. Oh, right. Had it on, thing. Okay. And since I have a bunch of this since a bunch of it here, here. No. Oh, that giant log. There we go. Boom. And now I've got a bunch of wood. Okay, and then if I'm not mistaken, I do this. No, I think I have to get a normal chest. Okay. It'll drive me insane. That's what it is. Boop. Boop. Go. Kind of like that better. We'll keep one of you just sitting there. Now I do need to make sure I am at Tinker. I know there are other tools I need. Oof. Exactly. What I thought. That's interesting. Huh. Okay, good to know. One, two, three, 4, 6. Not mistaken. Yep. Use there. There. And I gotta make 2 more. Okay, logs. And you are gonna go here. Boom. I'm sorry. That is not what I wanted. Let me just... out of my own way here. Well, that is convenient. I have diamonds and things of that nature right away. I'm going to detonate my pick. Yep. The reason I'm going to do that is that I can come back here, repair it, come here, and then stone pickhead. Great. I do find it really funny. I have no idea how you make the things for that, but it's a thing. I will make repair kit. Ow. Oh, right. If I'm not mistaken, that's called campfires. Plus sticks. Will get me torches. Yay, I've got a couple. Now, if I remember correctly, there is a torch launcher. That's going to need coal and gold. Okay. This is going to get very old very quickly, but I'm going to need more torches if I'm going to survive. We've got this. It is a bit boring, but hey, that is most of the part of a skyblock. However, honestly, this is not the worst waiting I've had to do for a skyblock. Honestly, it is behaving a lot nicer towards me. That's not a noise I want, though. Cole, you are mine. That is Botania. I can worry about that at a later date. Copper. And it's fine, because you can tell that this is an older version, because they're not even bothering to use the modern... Well, I'm not saying bother, because they're not using the modern texture for it. Like, copper was added. Ooh. I can't remember what this is used for. Oh, that's... yeah, storage. Surface quartz, useful. Gravel. Since you'll let me use my hand, I will do that. What don't I need? Let me put that in the R. Take axe. Get the wood back. Which again, just realized I didn't need to do because boop. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to work for it. But I do now have a bunch of resources I did not have previously. Now, the iron's not really useful to me at this current moment, because I don't think I can actually even smelt it until I get, like, a normal furnace. And that requires smooth, which requires this, which requires this, requires smooth. Oh. Okay, that actually just became a lot easier. Okay. Uses for this furnace. We will make the actual furnace because while the campfire is doing a good job right now, it does not mean it is a permanent solution. Mention at this point, it does not actually solve my problem. It just pushes it a little further down the road. You are getting marked because I am not running into that issue. Wood. This should end up being essence, so that. That. Go here. And this makes life just that little bit easier. Right now so I do need dirt, seeds, and essence and all that, but I have several stacks. So, let's see what I can do. Also, add a couple chests, because a lot of stuff I don't need to carry with me at all times. That is one of the few things I probably do have to carry with me at all times. Go to quest. That's done. Need iron ingots. That makes sense. Gold and everything else. That's, again, easy enough. And I know I can get to diamonds because I have enough iron to make an iron pickaxe. At least if they let me. Okay. Cool. Redstone, useful. Redstone crystal. Again, useful. I'm honestly surprised it has taken this long to get as far as we have. Okay, let's go here, go there, close off the lava. Because at the end of the day, basically everything that's here, I want to make sure I grab. I do know I'm going to need to build a smelter and all kinds of fun things. That reminds me, I need to make sure I keep this lit up. Okay. Repair this. Boop, boop. There. As long as I'm doing this carefully, I shouldn't end up... Oh, prosperity ore. That's important and useful. And there we go. And lapis is very useful. Don't have any food, so it is time to go back. Again, I do apologize. I have the sniffles as it is. Allergies have been mugging me and taking my money all week long. Ooh, diamond. Forgot about that. Let me grab more. Diamonds are useful. We don't have a lot of gold, but at this point I'm fine just burning it up. And make some... Ow. Smooth stone. And that is because I need a smooth stone seed. Can I make more? Yes. The infusion altar. That will be useful. Oh, this has updated. Cool. Because there are quite a few. Oh, yeah. That's great to know. Tetra? Actually not familiar with some of these. Building gadgets I am familiar with. Project E, one of my favorites. Fernium, dirt, ice. How am I supposed to... So... Okay. This is just keeping track of stuff at this point, which is nice. Just do this, this, and then take a nap. That's what you're doing. Oof. Actually, before I start doing anything foolish, let me drop off everything except for the seed. We'll need these because I will be making more. Guess you'll farms. Yeah, farms. Farms are the right word. I have to remember. This. Nine. This is the corner. That. That. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we are going to make ourselves a wand because I'm not dealing with that forever. worth doing, it's worth doing a bunch. And yes, I do know I can make like a diamond version and go from there, but as of this extremely one-sided incident, basically, I'm just going to do this. And you might be wondering, why am I using the building one to do those? Isn't it dangerous? Yes, it is. It is very dangerous to do it that way. However, because I did it that way, I don't have to worry about accidentally placing the stair wrong. I only have to worry about accidentally placing a bunch of stairs wrong. Which reminds me, let me move the bed. One point set. There we go. So that's how they all should end up looking. I will probably build like a basement that I can go down into and do maintenance work. Uh, be a thing quite soon, actually, only because it is exceedingly convenient for me. Oof. I wonder if it's worth the headache. Okay, so an axe, pickaxe. Pickaxe, axe, tool handle, and yeah, I didn't think it would let me get away with that one. Okay, you are not useful for farming, unlike what you claim. That's a shame. We'll make this the stone field. This reminds me. Nice little spot for it, at least for right now. There we go. Or nothing spawns, just because I don't want to be surprised by a creeper. I think what I'm going to do is I might raise some of these, might not. Right. Oh. What? How did I even... Oh. Hmm. Okay, this might... All these might definitely get... Not might, they are definitely getting moved after this. Because that got very old very quick. You are not necessary. Okay, silly, but works. Do, 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 do. Ah. And again, I do need to separate them. But for now, home, gold. Aha. No more issues with torches for me. I don't think I need this anymore. So I will pick you up. This is, like, it's not super useful, but it does give me a tiny, tiny amount of power that I can use when I need to. Right, let me check. What other overworld quests? They do want me doing the thieving. That is so funny. Here is what I'm gonna do. I've got plenty of stone, plenty of this, hammer. Oops. Yes, nice compressed hammer. Actually, not even gonna do compressed hammer. What we're gonna do, come here, and break stuff. Basically gonna be taking advantage of everything. Sweet emerald. Curtis. And there are plenty of seeds. Does not mean I need to bash my head trying to get them all. Hollow solids? Oh, cool. Uh, don't really have a good tool for this. Cameras do I have? Diamond. Certus. Time to blow up the hammer. I like this. It is technically cheaty because I'm making torches out of nothing, and I can use the torches for EMC. But I feel like the amount of effort that would go into cheating that would be a little greater than the output. Like, I'm sure I could technically make a thing that automatically does it and all that, but for right now, not worrying about it. Also, how am I supposed to add a workbench? Okay, that's going to be a thing I'm going to look into in the future. Just because right now, I am not doing that well. Gonna go there. Boom. Bunch of that got crushed. This. Come over here. We're gonna take one of our compressed hammers. Hey. And whole bunch of gravel and sand, which, if used with clay, and if I'm not mistaken, I can get clay. This comes in a. Go. Hmm. If I'm not mistaken, should do. Let's take all that. This. And I should take all this, make an infinite source. I need 2 buckets. That is the thing I need. What I'm gonna do is that. And then I need to find water. Ow. Of course. There we go. Oh, look, a compressed skeleton is that way. 2, 3, 4. Grab my stuff. Treasure seeker. Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah. Remove that. And now we go back because that hurt. And I want to make sure. Grave dust. Tombstone Soulbound. That is actually great. Right now, we're not going to worry about that. But we are going to worry about is I'm going to be building a sword. 2 sticks. Sorcerer exists. 2 sticks and a small blade. Is it perfect? No. Does it work? Yes. Here, this. The reason for 2 buckets specifically, we are running out of time very quickly, but the reason for 2 buckets specifically so I can make an infinite source. I can't remember how to open the minimap. Okay. Cool. So, automap, missing areas. Cool. Problem being, I need to find that water. Now, yes, I can make, I believe it's cauldrons or something, and I can just have water. I do know how that works. However, I also know that takes time. Takes resources. Oh, come get me. Well, kinda gonna drive me insane. Ow. Hmm. Enderman's useful, but not worth dying over. Oh. Right. That. What is this? Or copper? Limestone. Head up. Hopefully. Okay. Almost died again. Need more food. Again, almost died. Sir. Ow. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit J. Teleport to where I died. Hi, Mr. Beat me within an inch of my life without breaking a sweat. You're supposed to go after him. No. Ah. Okay. Well, that's always fun. Okay. Move. Move. Move and remove. Much as I normally would think using the teleport on it is a bit cheaty, I'm just a bit frustrated, so gonna move past it. It's not like I was actually at risk of losing anything, just time, and with time running out for me for the day, it kind of makes more sense for me to do it that way. No. No. And no. Okay, definitely gonna need to, upgrade this sword because it is doing less damage than sneezing at them. Also, kind of annoyed I have not found water yet. Why 192? Oh, that's all surface stuff. Means I need to figure out where I came from and get back there. I am very much off the beaten path. Did not come from that way. Yep, definitely lost. That's no bueno. No, it's not that direction. Go down a little bit. I'll go this way. Even though I know now for a fact, because it's not lit up, that that is not the way. There is bedrock. Hmm. Add a waypoint. Home. Much as I normally hate doing this, I did manage to get myself lost very, very easily. Go north from here. Also, overworld, new, at location 0, 0, save, new, home, 0, 0, save, all dimensions, teleport to there. Okay, we go here, waypoint, new, home, save, teleport to where I died. Just so I can grab all my stuff. Turns out that is not a great place to end up. And of course, never checked the yay! I'm gonna go here. Okay, and we are going to make portal because teleportation is just part of this mod pack, as far as I can tell. Ghostly shape, yes, because I technically have not found my body again. Hmm. Use something without durability, because Don't want to have to deal with it. Did that just break the chest? Oh. Okay. Forgot. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. And everything can go in here for now. And it looks like that is our wrapping up point for the day. Hope y'all had a great time. And I will see you next time.